Welcome to the Holistic Health Bites podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Nicholson, crime scene investigator turned functional health investigator. This podcast is here to share bite-sized episodes and unique interviews on a wide variety of health topics to empower, enlighten, and educate you to live your best, most vibrant life. Disclaimer: all information you hear on this podcast is for information only and constitutes individual opinions of the person speaking. This should not be taken as medical advice. Being a listener of this show does not initiate a practitioner-client relationship between you and the hosts or panelists on this show. Please discuss these topics with your medical professionals before making any changes to your health. Okay, let's dive in. 38 million people have diabetes. That's 1 out of every 10 people. And half of those people don't even know it. 98 million people have prediabetes. That's 1 in 3 people. And 80% of those people don't know it. These conditions are costing us $413 billion in medical costs and lost work and wages. These people are 60% more likely to die early as well. Losing weight becomes nearly impossible. Risks of blindness, kidney failure, heart disease, hypertension, stroke, and amputations are also dramatically higher if you have diabetes. There are 2 proven methods for reducing the risks that don't involve long-term use of medications, which all come with side effects, and only one of these 2 can work long-term. The 2 methods are a very low-calorie diet and a very low carbohydrate diet. Very low-calorie diets do work. If you're not eating much, your blood sugars and insulin levels will drop. This can help you reduce the risks and side effects of diabetes. However, very low-calorie diets are also low in nutrients, which can lead to fat, muscle, and bone loss, hormone imbalances, cognitive decline, and many other health problems. These low-calorie diets are also not satiating. They leave people excessively hungry and with higher risks of rebound syndrome. This is a serious condition that can lead to death when intake of food is increased again. Ultimately, hunger always wins. Very low-calorie diets are simply not sustainable, which means the results aren't either. Very low carbohydrate diets, on the other hand, when well formulated, are very nutritious, very satisfying, and provide all of the necessary building blocks for muscle, bone, brain health, enzymes, hormones, detoxification, and immune system function, while still lowering blood sugars, insulin, inflammation, and oxidative stress. This has been proven over and over again in studies to be highly effective and sustainable over the long term. This is because a well-formulated, very low carbohydrate diet creates a natural metabolic state called nutritional ketosis, where the body is primarily running on fat and ketone bodies rather than glucose. Ketones are a nutrient created by the liver from fat. These ketones can be used for energy, to make body heat, and they are potent cell signaling molecules. Now, beyond energy, these molecules can increase the number of mitochondria per cell, which increases your cell's ability to generate energy, reduce inflammation, and reduce oxidative stress. When you think oxidative stress, think rust on metal. So if we can reduce that, you're going to feel better. Everyone is making ketones to varying levels every day. But in order to more fully be running on fat and ketones instead of glucose, the body needs to be in a state of low insulin. Generally speaking, outside of type 1 diabetes, insulin levels are low because blood sugar levels are appropriately handled and not getting too high. Research has shown that many cell types in the body prefer to run on ketones, even in the presence of glucose. This includes heart and brain cells. This is because ketones are a more controlled energy source. Each molecule of sugar generates a small amount of energy, requiring high levels of sugar, constantly being supplied to keep energy levels up. Fat and ketones provide much more and longer lasting energy. What about ketoacidosis? This is a condition of both very high ketones and very high glucose. This is usually a condition that develops in people with type 1 diabetes due to a severe insulin deficiency. When following a well-formulated nutritional ketosis plan, ketone levels rarely rise anywhere near these levels. But let's back up a little bit and discuss ketones a little bit more. There are 3 ketones made in the human body: acetone, acetoacetate, and beta hydroxybutyrate. The primary ketone used in the body is beta hydroxybutyrate. And when following a nutritional ketosis plan, many people like to test their ketones to know if they've achieved a state of ketosis. When testing, the best way to determine ketone levels is a blood ketone meter. The urine strips are the cheapest, but they're also the least reliable method. The newer breath meters are greatly improved over older models, but the bulk of the research has been done on blood meters testing for beta hydroxybutyrate, which is only found in the blood. Now, this device is one that works much like a glucometer with a small strip and a small drop of blood. The optimal level for nutritional ketosis is 0.5 to 3.5 millimoles per liter. There is no need to chase higher levels of ketones. A value of 3.5 does not mean you're burning more fat than 1.5. Generally, most of my clients find that they feel their best between 1 and 3 millimole per liter. This is when they notice improved energy, brain function, and less inflammation. I like to pair this meter testing with the use of a continuous glucose monitor for my clients. This is a small device worn on the back of the arm that tests your glucose levels continuously for 2 weeks. This provides real-time feedback on food choices, activity types, stress levels, sleep quality, and other lifestyle factors on your blood sugar levels. When it comes to prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, and all conditions associated with insulin resistance, which affects altogether 94% of the population, nutritional ketosis has been clinically proven to be a long-term strategy to lower blood sugars, restore insulin sensitivity, reduce insulin levels, and reduce overall inflammation that accompanies high blood sugars, high carb diets, and excess weight. So, are there any safety considerations for starting a well-formulated nutritional ketosis plan? Yes. There are a few very rare genetic conditions that should not undergo any form of ketosis or higher fat diets. And those who are on medications need to use caution and work very closely with trained medical teams to effectively manage medication changes. This applies specifically to anyone on blood pressure or diabetes medications. Nutritional ketosis can reduce blood pressure and blood sugars so effectively and quickly that you can end up over-medicated very quickly if dosages aren't properly adjusted or medications stopped altogether. Now, please do not attempt to modify your prescription medications without discussing these changes with your prescribing physician. This can have deadly consequences. What is a well-formulated nutritional ketosis plan? This is a style of eating that allows you to easily get into and stay in a nutritional ketosis level. This provides all of the nutrients you need to maintain lean body mass and proper function: muscle, bone, enzymes, hormones, and cell membranes. It provides adequate electrolytes and hydration for mineral balance and is supported by fat with low carbs and adequate protein. It does not require any calorie counting or obsessive macro tracking. It is whole food based, so this is not about keto treats and snacks. And it provides a lot of variety and amazingly delicious foods. This is what makes it effective and sustainable. Now, in my insulin resistance solved system, I help my clients begin and maintain this plan of nutritional ketosis using a ketone meter and either a glucometer or continuous glucose meter. We have daily check-ins and continuous care, especially at the beginning when it's new. If you are interested in learning more or want to get started, all you have to do is schedule a free call with me. We'll discuss your options and create a roadmap for success for you. Until the next, be well and vibrant. Did you know I also work one-on-one with clients? I approach solving health challenges like I approached solving crimes, by conducting a thorough investigation into your case. Sadly, hundreds of millions of people in the US have insulin resistance, prediabetes, and diabetes, and the vast majority have no idea. I'm here to fix that. If you struggle with low energy, stubborn weight, hypertension, sleep disturbances, or any other undesired symptoms, let's talk. All you have to do is schedule a free call. The link will be in the show notes. And no, you do not need to live near me.